Hi, I am back here with episode 2 of The Nevers. The last episode, the first episode, I thought they gave us a lot of information about like our main characters. That was really fun, really good, but they left us with enough mysteries. Kind of like, what's Augustus' power and why doesn't he know it? What is Swan's plan with this police officer or detective? I guess he's a detective. Yeah. So let's see how much they're gonna tell us in this episode. I am sorry that I think I know that there is one. One of my comments was in Spanish in last time. It's just, again, I'm just used to reacting in Spanish. So I think my head just just went out. Just like my mouth just said something and it was just in Spanish and I didn't really notice until I was editing. So my bad. But I hope that you still enjoy watching this show with me. And no, there's not much else to say. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. There's a lot of they just put a lot of ground on the characters, and now we have to see where they're going. Obviously, you have your Penance and your Mrs. True or Amelia, and they have the orphanage, and they're gonna try to figure out why they're taking the girls, and then you have Maladie. Why do I keep? They should have called her Madeline. You have Maladie that took Mary, who was aka Demelsa from Poldark. And she has the power of the singing or whatever. So now I think their confrontation is gonna be the next thing. Try to find Mary and all that and see how because I don't think Maladie's she's definitely a murderer and definitely a little bit crazy, but I don't think she's the villain. Or at least up right now, I'm more of she's a justice team that has bad means of how to get to the justice or something like that. She's the type of person that has good intentions but doesn't care of the process to get to those good to the end. She's that type of person. So we shall see. Let's watch episode 2 now.
Miss Cassini, the feathers.
But she does know this. That she's touched, yeah.
Miss Cassini, stay right there. Stop her. Right, let's go, boys.
What? Why are they here? What are they looking for? Why are they such animals?
Is Mary like you?
Violent.
Touched.
You don't want her to be. Inspector, she is touched, but I can assure you she is nothing like me. She's wonderful.
How are you not wonderful?
What's her tone?
I thought you were after Maladie. We all want Miss Brighton safe. Work with us.
Our men will find Maladie.
In Primrose's drawers.
Ladies, do not speak another word. This loathsome charade is over.
Miss Bidlow, I'm here on a warrant signed by Judge
The
Ditton.
Commissioner of Police was shocked to hear that Judge Ditton had overstepped so egregiously. He seemed confident, however, that neither you nor your men would bear the brunt of the blame.
You're turning your ferryman's club into an actual business.
Oh, this is awkward. I'm afraid there's already a waiting list. But
And
if
you
like,
have, among your entertainers, a few of the afflicted.
they're all in excellent health. But thank you for the concern.
I used to think your father's mind went afield because your brother Caleb drowned. More likely it's because you didn't.
Oof.
Well, I assure you, you're about to.
I want him to succeed because I want him to prove the other dude wrong, but I also know that he's doing shady things. And it might be, well, now I'm not so sure if they're bad for the touched or not.
Mingle, but don't put yourselves forward. Miss Chataway, I think you will be best served to stay by the stairs so as not to overwhelm. Of course, all your turns will be used to minimal effect. The mission is to amuse, not alarm.
I know we'll make a good impression.
I have every faith. You'll also be wearing these, so people can comfortably identify you.
Huh? Oh god. I don't like that at all.
Is this where the strange women go?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Miss Desiree. Desiree Blodgett. I usually just go by the first name if you're wondering where you've heard of me.
I haven't.
Desiree, Diva of Desire. No? Well, I'm a whore. Anyway, while we fuck, they all got to talk, you know? Things they've done or want or mean to do, and they ain't exactly priests. Well, a couple. And yesterday night I find out that one of me regulars, the sweetest little man, is planning on having me killed.
How do you know?
He told me. During. Crying so hard I thought he was going to propose. They do sometimes.
What?
And you have information on these men?
Oh, fuck no. I can't remember a word.
Or I wonder if that's her, like, she's touched, like, gets people to open up but doesn't remember it.
I'm trying to find someone the Beggar King can't trace by looking at fucking street plans. I'm not from here. Everyone wants to see the cops. Bidlow's bridge cronies, now you, so friendly, on the run. The kid's a bit much, but I like the commitment. And Maladie's got no idea what Mary's town can do. Mary is the voice of the...
See? That's her power. She gets people to talk.
I hope this means you have something useful to say.
It depends. Do you feel like talking?
Right, she has to get him
I
upset.
feel like talking about you spending a week in a cell.
Who's in the picture with Mary?
Yeah, all right. It's me.
Oh.
It's over. It's half a year since I seen her. The lads thought Maladie might have taken Mary because of me, but...
It wasn't you. But you still feel responsible for Mary. Still have that picture. I'm going to find Maladie. I've seen it happening. What I don't know is if I find her before or after Mary's dead. I needed to be sure you care more about saving Mary than catching Maladie. Because I'll bet you that bullet your orders say different.
Now then. What'd you sing?
I'm not sure.
T'other night. Pretty ditty. Eh? Why?
So she can't control it.
It comes when I'm afraid, when I'm sad. The song, it helps. I knew that you would hear it. And maybe it might be a reassurance. A sense that you needn't act only from pain.
It's like a circus. I don't like this.
Do we smile or perhaps?
Don't be an ass, Carl.
Should I be wearing one of those ribbons?
Oh,
Should we?
he realized that he noticed.
Did you know? Before the opera.
Not. I mean, I've had moments when I dreamt I was a crow. A few times. With my wings out, just soaring over the countryside. And then it happened when I wasn't asleep. In church.
So I think his like consciousness can like transfer to like birds.
Controlling it.
Kind of like Bran in Game of Thrones.
What if it happens? And I can't come back.
I'm sorry. I didn't, I just thought if you're up there, then pity the poor magpie that would be stuck listening to that sermon.
Oh! Oh, no. Dear, so cruel, poor bird. I am a monster.
You know you're not, though.
You want to know?
Now you brush right off, young man. Come on in.
Oh. No, I don't think
You've had
that's
a time of it,
the
haven't
correct
you?
one.
We'll get you some tea.
Oh no. Oh no.
People saw you walking away with Miss Adair. It was commented upon.
They're our guests.
No, they're not our guests. They are my charity. I brought them here to help them, to prove that the touched are not a threat, yet you seem determined to prove that they are.
What?
Miss Adair is every inch a lady. She'd never overstep.
Is it every inch, then?
Oof.
You cannot complete a sentence without exposing yourself. If the guests suspect that Miss Adair has social ambitions or is using a turn to bewitch a weak-minded bachelor, The reports of this event could be disastrous for us and possibly dangerous for her. And we cannot have a girl who is touched and Irish bear the Bidlow name.
So yeah, see, it feels like she just keeps the touched kind of like a game or like a circus a little bit. Like she has them there like acting, like doing tricks to like make them feel normal for other people. Like no, it feels horrible.
I did think of another example of how your blackbirds.
Mr. Dare, I think we're all done.
Sorry?
You girls. Everybody's seen all your tricks, and I think they'd like to spend some time without the entertainment.
Oh, he's doing it kind of on purpose now.
I thought you didn't know anything about it. Oh no, the day of the opera
Was a revelation. Thank God you made me come. The touch to other future, particularly your future.
What do you? Well, I'm certainly.
Masson thinks the touch are a plague. I think they're a gold mine, one that I have dug out. Augie, I don't need money. It's your name I find fetching. Bidlow on contracts. It lends legitimacy, keeps the legal woes at bay. More importantly, we can be partners.
Oh no! You found me!
You did put him aside. Where's Mary?
First you have to shed.
Shed.
Oh, I have to do everything myself.
My goodness. Okay, there it is.
All your pain. Your rage. At some point, it's what you are. And pain despises hope, I know. But Mary's song isn't just hope. We can gather people like us and make sure your angels can't hurt anyone else.
But I don't care about anyone else. No, wait. You don't care about anyone else.
I care about Mary.
Oh, is she your new best friend?
Ooh.
She can drop, you can shed. You're the woman who sheds her skin.
You mean my dress?
I mean, your friends. I mean, well, you know, a friend's the one you trust to trust you back. Molly.
Is that her real name?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I didn't know what happened to you.
What happened? You fed me to them. I woke up every morning in their teeth that chewed me.
Wait, they
cut
know
me,
each other?
Rake me into tiny bits and then put me back and then ground me up and then put me back. You said you were my friend.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Because you had a mission. Yeah. Well, God gave me a mission too. So now you do have a choice. If Mary is your new best friend, you must be done with that one.
I do have a mission. I didn't ask for it. I'm not cut out for it. But it matters. And it requires sacrifice.
No, this is cheat. No, I'll hurt you if you leave me.
The mission, Sarah, needs them. Not me. And not you.
She should have waited like 2 seconds more and the police would be there. Would have been there. She's the true evil villain.
Dark as the day we found it. And now, ain't we got fun?
Oh. Oh, she's still alive though. Oh, but they make them like... They can't like react to anything. They're just like sleepwalking. Okay, so the Lavinia Bidlow is the villain then. Like she started acting pretty sketchy this episode, so it doesn't surprise me, but why do the orphanage at all? Like if you're just looking for stuff, like looking for it underneath. I'm confused with her like reasoning or her end goal here, because Yeah, like why not just like grab like steal the touch that she can and like do the experiments with this doctor and then find this thing and do whatever. Like that, what does she want? Like does she want to be touched? Like does she think that it's gonna bring maybe her like her ability to walk or something like that? Look, it's like I don't understand what does she specifically want, and why is she pretending so much on the outside world to like be helping this touch people? Does she know that Augustus is touched? I don't think he does. Like she does. Because I mean, if he didn't know, he's never mentioned it. I don't think anybody else knows. And then you have the whole Maladie, Mrs. True situation. That is Mrs. True, like real name Molly, and she knew Maladie before, like when she was Sarah, but she saw the pictures and she didn't remember her or anything like that from when she was young, because it looks like Sarah Maladie is the same person. And now, I'm under the impression that Molly maybe. Well, let's keep calling her Amelia. I'm like not like the movie. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this names. With Mrs. True, like okay, I still think that's not her real body or something like that. Like that's not her. Like she's impersonating this other person. As society, especially because she says things like, oh, like I have to find this girl, but I'm not like this is not even my city and stuff like that. So unless it just means that she's just not from that, like literally like London. But I don't think so. I think it's probably other stuff that they're trying to tell us. But yeah, so like if they knew each other, how did she not recognize Maladie before, or how like, unless they knew each other when they were really young, and that could be it, that they knew each other when they were really young. Maybe they're even like related or something like that. But then how would Maladie know that she is Molly? Because that's the thing, she called her Molly. Like it's not the same name or anything like that. And could Mary's power really help? Like help Maladie in the sense that like to help her like regain consciousness or control, or like I think her power is that if she gets hit, she gets stronger. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Ruby, but the show Ruby, they have a character called Yang that's like that if they hit her, she like her aura becomes like, she just becomes more powerful. I think that's what it is, because like she gets hit and then her eyes glow, and then she started attacking back, and that's when she started to gain momentum at the end. I think so. Let me know what you guys think her power is, or if they already said it and I just didn't catch it. I'm sorry, guys. So the other thing is, in the first episode, I was confused about, there was like a murder that it was like in the mine, like it wasn't a mine, but I think they were doing the subway or the metro or whatever. And I was like, what does this mean? Like, it's probably going to have to do something with an arc later on. I think it's probably the doctor, like it's them, because if they're working underground, they might kill some of the people, and like that's how they got rid of them and stuff like that. I think that's how that's gonna be. That's how it's supposed to be connected in that way. But then they have the poor Italian girl who is now being controlled to do something there. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to bring the thing down so they can like go in and like or grab it or experiment on it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this was another fun episode. I like Augustus and Penance, and I know it ended badly, but I think they have very adorable chemistry because he's so awkward, and I think she's pretty awkward too. So I think I like how they work together. I do think like they make it seem like Swan is a villain in the first episode. I don't think he's a villain anymore. I think he's just like, yeah, he did a club and he's gonna be using the touch, but and like the whole thing that he has with the cop or the inspector, it's more of a, it's like it's not at night, it's not well seen in society, this type of establishments. And he's just letting it happen and stuff like that. And like, so like, I think that might be the case, because the inspector doesn't look evil either, because he worked with Mrs. True, like throughout the whole thing, like throughout this whole episode. Granted, it was because he has feelings for Mary and he wanted to save Mary, so that it might just be like an separate case or something like that. But I don't know. He doesn't look like a bad person, but who knows? Anything can happen. All right. This was my reaction to episode 2 of The Nevers. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the episode with me. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the episode and what are your theories of like between Maladie and Mrs. True, or like what the heck is Mrs. Bidlow is doing. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You can also find me all over social media. And I have a Patreon, guys, that if you want to know more about it, please go to the link on the description below. I react to other shows and I'm more advanced on my reactions on my Patreon. So if that's something that interests you, again, go on. You can find all the details on the link in the description below. And no, see you next time. Bye.